Welcome everybody to the PokerUpdate.com weekly burn and turn for the week of September 6th, 2015. I'm Robbie Straczynski.
And I'm Shimmy Weiss.
And we're happy to bring you another episode of this great show, some poker entertainment for you. Are you excited, Shimmy?
I'm really excited.
Excited to have this great show. Let's get right into it. But first, before we do, I'd like to give a big shout out to all 14 of our YouTube subscribers. Thanks a lot.
14 subscribers?
14
Not
subscribers,
bad.
yeah.
Robbie,
Yeah.
are you subscribed?
I am subscribed.
We'd love to give a shout out to the 13 subscribers that we have. Thank you very much to those 13 and to you, Robbie. Well done.
Thank you very much. So thank you, and yes, by all means, I'm happy to keep on bringing to you every single week this great show, and keep on telling your friends about it. Our topics this week, we're going to talk about how to pack for a Las Vegas poker weekend. We're going to talk about the five of the differences between Omaha and Hold'em. We're going to talk about what the U.S.-facing online poker sites can learn from the PokerStars Wacoupe series, World Championship of Online Poker. And we're also going to talk about Jason Somerville, and the amazing, wonderful Jason Somerville, and his Reno event that's going to be coming up in about a month and a half or so in late October. Ready?
All right, let's go for it.
Let's jump into it. So, How to Pack for a Las Vegas Poker Weekend, written by the great David Huber. Great list of stuff to bring. I will tell you,
Great list of tips for how to pack in general.
Sure.
I wouldn't have thought to make sure that everything that you really that's crucial to you is in your carry-on, because you never know if you're going to end up losing your luggage.
It's certainly very efficient. The thing is, look, a weekend, even a long weekend, 3 days, something like that to go for. I mean, you don't need to pack too much. Don't overdo it. Don't overthink it. I remember when I was in Vegas last time for, I think it was 4 days, it was 96 hours. I think I was playing poker for like 72 of those 96 hours. Yeah, so I think I packed like mouthwash, a toothbrush, underwear, like really not a lot of stuff. So yeah, don't overthink it when you're playing, but there are some things that are good to pack.
Right, I would always say bring a pillow.
Oh.
That's my tip to our viewers.
But they have pillows in the hotels.
You never know, though. Sometimes you get to that room and they give you this pillow. It's just terrible. It's so uncomfortable. You can't sleep at all. You want to make sure that you're getting your rest when you can. And also on the plane, it's amazing. If you have your own pillow,
but they give you these wonderful little tiny pillows. Those are the best.
You could just throw those right out.
Right.
Those don't do anything for you. If you bring your own pillow, you are set. You could be on a 10-hour flight. You'll just sleep straight from takeoff until landing. My wife hates it. Because she's very bored. I'm asleep the entire time. She wakes me up so that way she has someone to have a conversation with.
Right. Well, I will say, speaking of wives, that's one thing, you don't have to bring with you on the poker weekend. Okay, I love you, honey. Very.
Anyway. And Robbie will be sleeping at my house for the next
for a
undetermined amount of time.
Just kidding. One thing I would recommend is actually charger. Bring a regular phone charger, a charger to the table, one of those portable chargers. Proves to be very useful when you are playing those long poker sessions. They always talk about Ivy's legendary sessions that lasted 2 days or 3 days. But, you're there for a poker weekend. You're going to be playing a lot of poker. You're going to be sitting for 10 hours, for 12 hours, have the charger available because there's a lot of dead time between hands. When you go for lunch, you want to use your phone. Not all tables have, something that you can plug in, so it's good to have a portable charger.
Those portable chargers, it's very easy to get a hold of them. You can even bring a few of them. Make sure that you're ready, absolutely. That way you don't want the battery to run out on you.
Right. So, one thing that you could be doing on a Vegas poker weekend is playing Omaha, but it's tough sometimes to find a low-stakes poker Omaha game. One of the places I know that I've played in the past is at the Orleans, and the beautiful thing, and we'll seg into the another article here by James Gwill about the 5 differences between Omaha and Hold'em, is when you're playing in a live casino, Omaha, you won't really find too many people who don't have the AARP card. So
when you sit down at that table, you're lowering the average age
by at least a couple decades. Listen, I love Omaha. I love playing it in the home game. Shimmy and I, we played together in our home game, and Omaha is actually pretty popular, and it's pretty popular online. But when you're playing live Omaha, just, I don't know, bring a book or something. The people are relatively old. That's not one of the differences that James lists over there, but what are a couple of the differences?
There are a lot of pitfalls that people can really, especially someone who's not used to Omaha, they need to know how it differs from Texas Hold'em.
Right.
I remember. I mean, what's the first mistake you ever made when you learned how to play Omaha?
Oh, because I thought, I've got two aces. There are also two other cards, but I've got two aces. It's the best possible hand, and I shipped all the money in there, and they were very happy to take it from me. Because there's just so much variance in Omaha. Like, when you just have 4 starting cards, I mean, you have obviously, the flop is the same. You have your flop, your turn, your river, the board is going to look the same, but there's so many more combinations. Oftentimes you'll just have 4 good, 2 suited connectors, another 2 suited connectors somewhere in the middle. You have lots of straight draws, lots of flush draws and stuff. Those are relatively good hands to go ahead with.
Yeah, you got to be a lot more careful because also the range of hands that other players can have is so much broader. And I love playing with one of these Omaha newbies who thinks that their straight is good when there's a flush, there's a full house.
There's a flush? There's a flush? What do you mean? But I've got the nut straight.
Oh, the worst mistake you could ever make in Omaha, if you're not familiar, is there are 4 hearts on the board, and you say, "Well, I got the ace,
baby."
So where's your second one, buddy?
That is a good bluffing tactic, but against even a slightly experienced Omaha player, that just ain't gonna fly. But another difference when playing Omaha. There's PLO versus PLH. Pot limit Omaha versus pot limit Hold'em.
There's pot limit Hold'em.
Yeah, pot limit Hold'em. You never played pot limit Hold'em?
That's news to me.
Yeah, nobody really plays pot limit Hold'em. Just at the World Series, that's one of the events that I think maybe we should have it in the list of events, or maybe we shouldn't have it anymore. No one really plays pot limit Hold'em anymore. It's kind of a dying breed, if you will, like the people who normally play Omaha.
Oh,
no, I'm sorry if I offended all of our viewers.
We're gonna lose.
Everyone over the age of
60.
Oh my God, 1.4 subscribers. That's it. But
I like Omaha high-low though. Once you get comfortable with Omaha, and then you want to make sure you're comfortable with Omaha before you move up to high-low. But I remember my first big mistake when I learned high-low. I didn't realize that the ace was also low.
Yes,
that was my noob mistake.
The steel wheel is always the dream hand if you could somehow manage to sneak in with the backdoor low over there, or already have the lock low and hopefully also win the high. That's a great hand in Omaha high low. But in general, Omaha is played pot limit, whereas Hold'em is played no limit. Sometimes you have fixed limit Hold'em, like at the 2-4 tables, that sort of thing. But great article by James Grill. Definitely recommend you go ahead and read it over at pokerupdate.com.
Absolutely.
Yes. So. Next topic, sir.
Next topic. I have no idea how we're going to segue into this. So let's just go for it.
Yes.
The WCOOP. The WCOOP.
WCOOP.
The WCOOP. If any of you have a suggestion how we should be pronouncing that, because we're a little bit lost.
Yes.
The WCOOP.
We are not playing in the WCOOP.
We are not.
At the moment.
But there's a great article about what the U.S. sites have to learn from the WCOOP.
Yeah, the fact is, look, U.S. poker is only legal right now in New Jersey, in Nevada, and in Delaware. And, PokerStars is still being played all over the rest of the world, every place where it's like a legal jurisdiction, and they've got this big international player pool, and that's pretty much what sets the WCOOP and all of the great, promotions and series and, everything about PokerStars apart is because they have this giant pool of players who are playing all over across the world, all these different time zones. And, one thing I guess that U.S.-facing poker sites need to learn is you need the liquidity. You need these states to join together. And right now you just have a shared player pool between Nevada and, the 1 or 2 people in Delaware who actually who log on. I think they had $1.25 was their revenue, or maybe it was the profit. I don't remember. But, after the depreciation and amortization, I don't know. But, once you get New Jersey involved, you get all of the players, at least who can play. It makes the player pool as big as possible. You got to get more states in there.
You got to do marketing as well. You need to make sure. I mean, that's what the WCOOP is amazing in that sense. That
I think 70 events over 3 weeks. That's just insane.
It's,
and they range also.
It's more than you could actually physically play. It's so much.
Right. And now look, there are events ranging from really small buy-ins to there's a 51K buy-in. I mean, the super duper high rollers and the whales may be playing that. There's a huge range of events because they just have a huge amount of players who are going to be grinding away night after night, day after day. And that's something that the U.S. needs to learn. Go ahead and market. We're talking about it because it's just a cool thing. It's great to see poker succeeding in that level. PokerStars is obviously, they realize you need to put the money into the marketing efforts. And, I'm sure the WSOP.com, they tried over the summer and stuff. But, you really got to push. You got to lobby those, lawmakers in all the different states. Get poker legalized. Get the player pool larger. And, why not also include internationally? Imagine you had, people who are playing in Las Vegas and you're somewhere, Reno, whatever, somewhere in Nevada right now, and they could also be playing against someone in Australia, someone in Spain, something like that. I've got to enlarge the player pool as much as possible. So
absolutely, absolutely. And if we're already talking about the Wacoop, we could talk about Jason Somerville.
Jason Somerville.
I love Jason He had an amazing finish just recently.
Yes, he had a final table at the $700 knockout event.
He took home, what was it, $40,000?
$40K.
Let's hear it again.
I'm a big fan of Jason Somerville. He runs it up to the Legionnaires. I'll throw a little pork chop for ya. That's my little Jason.
That's actually pretty good. Jason, let's get Jason over here. Jason, check out this and make sure that you hit up Robbie in the comments and let him know you like his...
Shout out to Jake Arver. Jake Carver. But he's on Twitch, one of the most popular people on Twitch. Jason Somerville is really like the red hot, white hot, really hot superstar. Superstar right now. He's on Twitch. He's now the newest PokerStars sponsored pro. He just signed a deal with DraftKings. Like the dude, he's where it's at. If you're not tuning in to Jason Somerville on runitup.tv or the twitch.tv/Jake Arver, JCARVER. How's that for a promotion? You really totally should be. He's really the guy. And he's bringing all of his online people, his Legionnaires, his Warriors, he's bringing them to Reno.
He's setting up his own event there. It's actually really exciting. You should hear him talk about it. It's fun to tune in just to see his personality. It really just
he's very engaging.
A lot of fun to watch.
Very entertaining.
He was talking about this event that he's doing because people are saying, "Oh, I can't wait. I hope we get a chance to meet you." And I heard he was saying he's planning on just really hanging out with all his friends.
It's about a lot more than just poker. It's,
absolutely.
Not just...
Look at this. You look at the schedule. What is it that he said? They're going to be watching Survivor. He
right.
loves Survivor. So it's like, guys, we're going to be watching the episode of Survivor, all of us together. It's like it's a big party. It's everyone getting together.
Hoodies, got to get the hoodies, right? So it sounds like a very cool thing. It takes place from October 20th till 25th at the Peppermill in Reno. If you're in the area, and even if you're not in the area, give Jake Arver a shout out and go check it out. I'd love to go, and see if I could make it to Reno in time. Maybe.
It would be wonderful.
Either way. But Jason, if you're watching, because for sure you are, because all your Legionnaires are watching, give us a shout out to here at Poker Update.
And maybe subscribe, because that way you would represent almost 10% of our subscribers.
Subscriber number 15. Very cool. Anyway, so that's our weekly burn and turn for you here at PokerUpdate.com. We'd love to hear back from you. Do you like the topics we're talking about? Any other things you'd like to hear us writing, see us writing about on PokerUpdate.com?
Comment, throw in a comment. We'd happily give you a shout out. And
for
we'd
sure.
love to see you subscribing.
And we're a little bit disappointed. No one answered on the YouTube comments or on Facebook at Poker Update. The beard.
Seriously. How could it get better?
No one wants to see a beard.
I did not see a single meme made of Robbie with a beard. I want to see Robbie with a beard. I don't know who's out there making memes, but look at this face. Give a good smile. There you go.
If you don't know
that moment.
If you don't know what we're talking about, tune into last week's episode. You can find it on the Poker Update YouTube channel. And by all means, please do subscribe. We would love to continue doing this week after week and bringing you some good poker entertainment. So long. We'll see you. I'm Robbie Straczynski.
Shimmy Weiss.